Good evening, everyone. This is Angel Ramon, author of the Fifth Survivor series and the author of Game Knit Horror or Game Knit Zombie Horror. So I write zombie horror with a video game twist. As you can see, I'm in my domain on with my flashlight because I'm gonna be doing a reading of the book that just released today, The Fifth Survivor, Episode 3. And what's the best way to read a book of this with this much scariness and video game goodness in the dark, of course. So I decided to start. So I decided to start take over a little differently instead of just saying, "Oh, this is who I am," blah blah blah. Nobody wants to hear about that crap. Yeah. You guys want some scares right away. You guys want to know why you should read this book, and I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna read a chapter I'm gonna read a chapter from this book. Basically, what this book is about is if I'm sure the AR series can give you a explanation. But anyway, George, the main character, enters a mall. It's gonna be like something from Dawn of the Dead. It's gonna have the mall with food. It gets taken over by zombies. He after he enjoys a nice bacon meal at his favorite fast food place because George can't get enough of bacon. Now can he, right? And then he finds out the mall becomes infected with the undead or the reanimated corpse meat bodies, whatever you want to call them. I just prefer to call them zombies because that's what they are. So without further ado, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm just gonna read. I'm just gonna read from the beginning of where. So this will be chapter 4 of the Fifth Survivor episode 3. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read part of this chapter, so you guys can get a feel of what the book is about. And by the way, books 1, episode 1, and episode 2 are on sale for 99 cents. So on Kindle. So if you wanna catch up on the series, or if you entice of after I read and you wanna get the series, you can start with the first two, and they're only 99 cents each, and that's good until next week. Next week, Thursday to be exact. So let me cut the crap. Let's get on with the reading, shall we? The Fifth Survivor, Episode 3, Chapter 4. When he looks behind, or I should say, when George looks behind, a zombie is right there, ready to make him his next meal. Looking at the zombie, George sidesteps as the undead tries to grab him. The zombie falls down the stairs. Once he falls down the stairs, George pulls out his pistol and prepares for his next survival horror experience. Game start. Prepare to enter survival horror mode. Weapon equipped, silenced pistol. Good for stealth missions and more accurate, meaning more headshots. However, it sacrifices power for accuracy. There are 8 bullets per magazine. Pistol ammo, 16. Secondary weapon, Magnum. Magnum round 6. Defense item, survival knife. Side item, lockpick. Lockpicking level 10. Ammo crafting level 3. Can you survive the maw of hell? Fight your fears and survive. You like that, don't you guys? With his pistol equipped, George sees a couple of people get up from the ground. At first, he's reluctant to shoot as he has no idea if they have turned into the undead. Hey, I'm not going to hurt you. Just tell me who you are. I just want to help you get out of here. Okay? He shouts. Getting no response, George sees the 2 people continue to walk awkwardly towards him as he backs away. He's able to get a better look at their skin when they get into the red emergency light. Looking at their skin, he sees they have purple and blue veins to his horror. Realizing they have turned into the undead, he shoots his pistol and manages to kill them with headshots. Pistol ammo, 12. Crap! This is not good. Not only did I strike out on the mystery woman, but I also managed to get myself into the next zombie outbreak. Damn you, hybrid, he says. Not taking any chances of getting trapped, he runs down the stairs to the first floor. He sees the chancellor still up, and he quickly runs towards them, trying to escape. He ignores the people that are lying on the ground. By the time he gets within 6 feet of the shaft, it closes abruptly. Looking around the mall, he sees all the other shafts have closed. There goes escaping through the front door. I gotta find another way before the fire spreads. Turning around, he sees all the people that were lying down begin to get up. Looking at their skin, they have all turned into zombies. He shoots a couple of zombies dead and reloads his pistol. Pistol ammo, 8. After killing the 2 zombies, he sees more of the undead coming from both sides. George quickly realizes that he's surrounded by the hordes. Seeing that escape through the front door is no longer an option, he runs up the stairs and escapes to relative safety. He walks back to the Bacon World restaurant, where he sees the mascot of Bacon World eating an armed guard to his shock. He walks next to the zombified mascot and pulls out a survival knife he got from the mansion. With the knife, he thrusts it into the head of the undead. Despite the pain of killing his favorite mascot, George knows that he has to survive. I'm sorry, Captain Bacon. You were always my favorite mascot. You were always so delectable, and every time I got to hug you, it was a special feeling of hunger I got. Hybrid is gonna pay for messing with my bacon. Nobody messes with my bacon. And lives. Not even the undead, he says to himself. With his favorite mascot dead, he looks in his pockets to see if anything useful is found. If it has anything useful. He feels a key in his pocket. Picked up a key. The tag reads, Bacon World Manager's Room. The last thing I wanted to do was go around the back ways of this tourist trap. However, I gotta find a way to override the shafts or find another way out, he says in his head. He sees the armed guard that was bitten to death and looks to see if the guard has anything useful. George finds a couple of ammo packs on the guard. Picked up 2 pistol magazines, plus 16 ammo. Pistol ammo, 24. Getting some much needed ammo for his pistol, he walks back to the Bacon World restaurant where he sees the customers and workers turn into the undead. With his pistol, he shoots most of them. George doesn't see another mascot is walking towards him from behind. When he looks behind him, he sees that it's a smaller version of his favorite mascot. Pistol ammo, 10. Crap! It's Captain Bacon Jr. The mascot grabs his legs and begins to bite his right leg. Using his survival knife, he stabs the mascot until he's able to strike his head, killing it. Despite killing the zombified mascot, he takes a bit of damage after the bite he took. Condition, caution, level 1. George tries to brush off the damage, but his right leg begins to bother him as he's walking. When he walks into the restaurant, George is grabbed by a zombie that he doesn't see. Using his survival knife, he stabs it in the head, killing it. He looks around and sees the coast is clear. Looking at the restaurant, he sees the cash registers are dead. There was nothing more to see besides a large amount of dropped food and drinks on the floor. He spots a desk that is knocked to his right. George easily picks the knock and gets the desk open. Picked up a pistol magazine, plus 8 pistol ammo. Pistol ammo, 19. Once he gets the magazine, he walks through the door leading to the kitchen. In the kitchen, he sees a few zombies along with the equipment used to cook his favorite guilty pleasure. Using his pistol, he shoots 2 of the zombies that are walking around aimlessly. Pistol ammo, 15. Believing he's in the clear, he turns the corner around the fryers and pressure cookers. Seeing the kitchen is rather dark, the deeper he goes, he pulls out his flashlight. Once he turns around, George spots an employee that has turned into a reanimated corpse. With no time to react, the undead bites him on his arm, dealing some decent damage. Condition, caution, level 2. He pushes it away, but also drops his pistol. The pistol spins under one of the fryers. The zombie walks towards him once again. With no time to grab his magnum, he's forced to improvise. Spotting a fire full of oil, he bangs on it. The oil that's on the fire flies out of the fryer. George gets out of the way to avoid the burning oil. The oil hits the zombie and begins to burn it. With the corpse screaming in pain and distracted, George pulls out his knife and stabs it in the head, killing it with his flashlight. He sees in the kitchen is clear. He sees the kitchen is clear and he looks for his pistol. Looking under the fire, he flashes his knife and spots his pistol. Stretching his arm as far as they go, he reaches the gun and grabs it. George gets up and sees a hub on top of one of the boxes. Picked up a red hub. Useless by itself. When mixed with a green hub, it can heal health 100%. Continuing to flash his knife, he notices a manual on the floor that he picks up and begins to read. Baking World Training Manual. Hello, Bacon Mother, and welcome to Baking World. We are confident that you will enjoy your employment at what has become America's new guilty pleasure fast food company. You will be in charge of running the day-to-day operations as a manager. You will find that sitting behind the desk will be far from what you will be doing. In fact, you may have to go into the line and cook some of our delicious varieties of bacon, flavored food in case of one of your workers is out or is on break. Hell, you might even have to be Captain Mascot or Captain Bacon for the day, should the normal person take off. We are happy to be opening this new location in the Brewster Mall. It will allow us to target new demographics, and hopefully one day we'll make everyone into Zombie Mike customers who can't get enough of our food. Please read the manual carefully. It even includes a small but important part should an emergency take place such as a zombie outbreak. A bit of foreshadowing. Either this was a sick joke or they knew Hyde was up to no good, George says as he turns the pages. How to prepare for a zombie outbreak. This might sound like a crazy part of the manual, but you should skip at your own risk. Reading this might save your life. There is a key that leads to the maintenance area of the mall. The only problem is the maintenance area is located in the back of the Forever 21 store. This is where they decided to make the meeting point should an emergency occur. Just get to the back of the store and use the key to get to the maintenance section of the mall. From there, you can open the shafts if they are locked or use the emergency exit. Note: the door to the emergency exit is locked and power has to be supplied to the door. We were never told how to get this door open, so hopefully you won't have to use this method, or if you do, you'll have someone who knows the mall well. There are also some extra bullets in the manager's office if you need them, and some gunpowder jars to make ammo. Now, making your own ammo is something you'll have to find out as you go along. The only reason this section is even in this manual is because this is a secret we need you to keep more than just our secret recipes. We believe that the Hybrid Corporation is creating a secret virus that will either accidentally or intentionally start the great zombie outbreak. We have inside information that we cannot reveal to you in fears of retaliation. While we may be wrong, this information might be useful and even save you in case we're not. For a manual, it sounds like they knew something was fishy about Hybrid. I never thought a stupid manual would help me, George says after reading. With his flashlight, he sees the manager's office up ahead. When he gets close to the door, he uses the key that he got from the mascot to open the door. As he enters the room, he begins to believe that he might have killed the manager while he killed the mascot who was filling in for the worker who called in sick. Entering the room, he flips the light switch only to see it doesn't work. Using his flashlight, he shines on the closet that is locked, but he easily picks the knock to the closet. Lock-picking skill increased to level 11. When he gets the closet open, he finds several items that he picks up. Picked up 2 pistol magazines, plus 16 pistol ammo. Pistol ammo, 31. Picked up a jar of gunpowder A, and picked up a jar of gunpowder B. Picked up a battery. This is a small lithium battery used for flashlights. Use it when your battery dies out on your flashlight. With his flashlight, he continues to look around the room to see if any other useful items are around. He sees the desk that is already open, and there's a key inside. Picked up a key. It's tagged Maintenance Area. Cool, it looks like I got my escape plan. Now on to the Forever 21 store and see if I can get the hell out of here, he says to himself. And that will be all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to read the rest of the book, I suggest you grab yourself a copy of episode 3 or catch up with the series by getting books 1 and 2 for 99 cents each. I hope you enjoyed that preview, and I hope you gave my books a chance. This is zombie fiction with GameNet, with video game elements, as you can hear, the ammunition, the health, gunpowder. There's going to be some ammo crafting. I'll put up an explanation of what knit RPG is in case you're not familiar with what those what the sound genre entails. I'll put up a link to an article I found that I'll give you a good idea what it's about. And I tell you, all my ARC readers from the reanimated zombie fiction group were awesome. You know, they absolutely loved the idea of using these elements, and they found it refreshing. And I know one of them told me, read a I don't ever want to read a book from you without these elements. This is what makes you special, and I appreciate that. I thank you very much. Thank you very much for saying those kind words to me. So I hope you enjoyed this reading in the dark. And that's the best way to enjoy the Fifth Survivor is reading the book in the dark. So, alright guys, so some giveaways are coming up. So enjoy the rest of the takeover, alright? Take it easy guys. Bye.